Hi, I was just working on some social media content and I'm going to be speaking about manifestation and law of attraction and a little more spiritual stuff. So I was thinking about the first time I ever realized that I had manifested something intentionally. And that was my dog, Cassie May. So some of you may or may not know her or know of her, but I decided to make a video and I thought that it would be a good way to explain manifestation in very simple terms. So it's a good example to show what the steps were and how it worked. So let's jump into the video and I hope you enjoy. I will never forget the day that I realized I had manifested something. I didn't always know what manifestation was, and I didn't know about law of attraction, and I started to learn about it. And I remember when I wanted a dog so bad when I was married, and this is going back over 9 years ago. My husband and I at the time, we had decided that we were going to get a dog or a cat, let's say. I kept saying I wanted a dog. We weren't sure if we wanted a cat or a dog, because with cats we could just have the litter box and they'd be more independent and stuff like that, or would we get a small dog because we lived in our condo, in this condo now. So the deal was, when my husband got a better job and was getting paid more, we would get a pet, like for sure. So while time was going by, I would always speak my truth and I would speak my dog into existence, not knowing I was doing it at the time. But I would tell him all the time, like, oh, like someday, like, we're gonna have a little dog, it's gonna be a girl, we're gonna have this cute little puppers, and she's gonna be so, I was like, she's gonna be so affectionate. And when I would think about her, when I would think about what kind of dog I wanted, I wasn't sure exactly what kind I wanted, but I knew that I wanted a dog that had not fully long hair, but I didn't think really short hair either. Definitely more on the shorter side. I would kind of like think of myself like petting her and what her fur would feel like. And I just always pictured her just like loving me so much, being so affectionate and coming up and like curling up right next to me or right next to us. And like I said, I knew I wanted a girl. I knew that. I didn't know what I was gonna name her or anything else. I just knew someday we were gonna have an amazing little dog that I was just going to love, and she was going to love me. And I would say almost a year later, my husband got a better job and we were able to revisit getting a pet, and we still couldn't decide, okay, like dog or cat, like which one are we gonna go with? Which one like fits our lifestyle the best? And so the time came and we were like, okay, like we're gonna get a cat. Like we're definitely gonna get a cat. So this was on the weekend. It was a Friday. We decided, okay, a cat. We're going to PetSmart tomorrow because I knew where the cat area was. Like I knew where you could adopt cats. We're like, okay, we're going tomorrow. We're gonna adopt a cat. And that's what we were prepared to do. So we wake up in the morning, we go to PetSmart, and there was a rescue group there with dogs that we did not know were going to be there. And we had to walk through the area where they had all the dogs up for adoption in their crates. We had to walk through that area. So we were actually walking through to get to the cats, and I was walking by and I happened to see out of the corner of my eye, was like, I saw this little tan puppy. She was in the corner, in the back corner of her crate. She was fast asleep, and I said, wait a minute. I said to my husband, I was like, wait, like, let me just see this dog really quick. And so I asked one of the the rescue volunteers if I could pet this dog. I said, can I see this dog? Like, can I pet her? And they were like, well, you can't really see a dog without filling out the paperwork first. And I was like, okay, like I'll fill out paperwork. So the lady opened the crate to this little puppy. Oh my God. She hands me this 5-pound little tan dog. She was female. And I just said, oh, she was so quiet. It was like in all of this chaos. There was dogs barking, people around. She just was fast asleep, and it just caught my attention. And I held her, and so the woman said to me, why don't we go to a quieter aisle so you can spend some time with her? So that's what we did, and we went into this aisle that was quiet and out of the way. And I remember I had her in my arms. I sat down on the floor, and I was holding her like this, and I went like this, and all of my hair fell around us. So I was just talking to her and just kind of touching noses like this. And I remember she was licking my face nonstop. It was just a calming, peaceful sort of introduction. And I remember the lady's like, I think this is your dog. And we had to call to get our references and things like that. And I said, I want to take her home. And I knew that she was the one that I wanted. So, we brought her home. I named her Cassie. I named her Cassie May. This was 9.5 years ago. She was 3 months when we adopted her. And about 5 years later, when I started to study manifestation and law of attraction, when I had started my spiritual journey, I looked back and I said, oh my God, I manifested my Cassie. And I knew exactly how I did it, because the steps in manifesting, the steps are, so number 1 is know what you desire and get clear on it. Sorry for the noise, she's playing. So know what you want and make sure it's coming from a genuine place, and it's not coming from like I should do this to make someone else happy, or I should be doing this because this is what society says I should be doing, for my age, or, whatever it is. So get clear on that first. Second, believe that it's possible. So I see where I believed it was possible, because that was the deal with my husband and I was like, there was no doubt about it why it wouldn't happen. So I just assumed it was going to happen one day, and it did. Step number 3, eliminate all the reasons you have to not receive it. And that's basically what I did. Kind of all 2 and 3 really go together. Number 4, act as if. So act as if you already have that desire, like if it already happened. So I would just sort of like, I would think, okay, like, do I want to like get like pink leashes for her, or what would a dog owner be thinking? I used to play it out in my head. I'd be like, you know what, like, we're watching movies together. Energetically, I was acting as if. So I was, envisioning us watching movies together and cuddling, and she's sleeping in my bed, and I wanted her to have like pink jackets and pink clothes and pink leashes. And I was just so sure that it was going to happen one day. Number 5, surrender or let go. This is the set it and forget it phase of the manifestation. So the universe knows what you want. Once you know what you want and you're clear on it, the universe already knows. You don't have to keep reminding the universe, hey, when's it getting here? I asked for this. And sort of being impatient. You just have to trust that you don't have to chase, that you will attract that thing when the time is right, and when you're in alignment with that thing. So I when I look back, I definitely see how I did this. I let it go because, again, it was like, well, I knew it was going to happen, so I was able to let it go. And that's like the trust that's talked about in this step, the letting it go step of manifestation. When I look back, I can see where I was trusting, and I can have that awareness in the other areas of my life, and like where to apply that same feeling. Like, don't question it. Like, you asked for it, that means it's done. The simple fact that you asked for it means that it's done. It's yours. So you can let it go and get on with your life and just be in receiving mode, and it will come. I totally see how that happened. So yeah, that's my very first sort of realization of when I manifested something intentionally. I want to say not intentionally, because there is a difference between the two. So when we're intentionally manifesting, it's, you know, taking those steps. This is what I want. This is what it's like. It's basically, it's knowing the what and the why, and surrendering the how and the when to the universe. And look what arrived. Wait, can you say hello? Can you say hello real quick though? This is Cassie May. Some of you know her, some of you don't. I'm sorry. I know you want to play. So yeah, that's my Cassie May. That is my manifestation coming into the physical. I always say she's my greatest manifestation because I think she is. And I wonder sometimes if, you know, when she was coming to New Jersey, when she was in the back of that van coming from the high kill shelter, I do wonder, like, did she know that I was coming for her? Maybe she knew the whole time, and maybe that's why she was so calm. I hope this was a good story for you to listen to and maybe explains manifestation a little bit better. I think there's a lot of information out there. There's so many videos, and once you start watching all of these people speaking on it, it's almost like it gets overwhelming. There's almost too much information. So I hope this simple little explanation helps you understand what manifestation is and how you can manifest. And yeah, start having that awareness and practicing intentional manifestation. If you have manifested something that you know you manifested intentionally, please share it below, because I would like to share our success stories. Yeah, I think it would be fun. So please leave your comments below. Thank you so much for watching, and be well, my friends.